Once the $9 billion figure entered the public bloodstream, journalists were forced to address a question they had largely avoided for years. How much fraud can exist inside public assistance systems before it stops being an exception and becomes a feature? Mainstream reporting began cautiously. Regional newspapers emphasized court-verified cases, hundreds of millions in confirmed fraud tied to specific networks, nonprofit shells, and program abuse. National outlets added context, explaining the difference between fraud, waste, and abuse, and improper payments. Fact-checkers published long explainer pieces attempting to slow the narrative down, but slowing the narrative was itself interpreted as resistance. Commentary shows and independent media seized on the gap between official language and public intuition. They asked why explanations always came with qualifiers, why numbers were never consolidated, why responsibility always seemed distributed just enough to avoid a single answer. Government officials responded with discipline. State agencies released formal statements emphasizing cooperation with federal authorities. They highlighted reforms already implemented, new verification systems, tighter eligibility checks, expanded audit teams. Press secretaries stressed that fraud cases were being prosecuted aggressively and that oversight mechanisms were functioning as intended. Federal prosecutors echoed this tone. They cited ongoing investigations